How goes it, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Nothing Phone 3 and giving you guys my thoughts and opinions about it. I know this was just recently announced, and so it's not in hand, to really get a good deep dive experience. So I'm only going off of base of the information that Nothing has released out with their announcement of the Phone 3, which has been a highly anticipated phone. We've been waiting for this announcement, waiting to see what the phone not only is going to offer, but what it looks like. And I'll get all that into this video, so keep it locked here. And if you guys do enjoy the content, you can let me know that by just hitting the like button. It's right down there below. It takes a second, lets me know that you guys like the video, and I would surely appreciate that. So let's go ahead and just kind of get into what's going on with Nothing. They just announced the Phone 3. Lots of people are talking about it. Mixed reviews as far as the looks of the phone, the way that it looks, or the things that it's offering, right? For me, I have the Nothing Phone 1. I've been pleasantly pleased with this phone, that I can still use it. Yeah, it is going to be outdated, as Nothing probably won't give this Nothing OS 4. Although it would shock me if they did, but I don't think they will, because this doesn't even have OS 3.5. So just saying. But the overall experience of Nothing has actually been pretty good, and their products are really good in my opinion. A $69 watch like this that does a lot for what I paid for it. It's crazy insane. And even the audio qualities, not only from their CMF buds, but from also the Nothing audio tech that they have, crazy insane. Which they did announce headphones, but that will be a separate video I'll talk about. So anyways, let's go ahead and just kind of go with what's with the Nothing website here for reference. Anyways, so one of the biggest things here that gets me is the pricing. Okay, $799 to start. That's a crazy good price for something that I am going to ask you guys to answer at the end of this video. So please stay all the way through and listen to that question and answer in the comments. But anyhow, $799, that puts it in the realm where it's competing against the Galaxy S25, the Pixel 9, the iPhone 16. It's in the market against those now. So, we're in no man's land when it comes to the Nothing phones. But this is what we're getting with the Nothing phone in itself. So if you order the phone and you get your box, inside the box comes with the Phone 3, comes with a charging cable, but no power brick. Crazy enough, it comes with a phone case, so you don't even have to doom scroll Amazon trying to find a case to protect your Phone 3. It comes with one, as well as a screen protector pre-applied, so you don't even have to fight to align this thing perfectly on your display. They already will put it on there for you. Also comes with an ejector tool for the SIM and your safety and warranty guides. Now, it does come in two color options, white and black, but here's the kicker. Like I said, it's $799 to start for this phone, and it is in two variants, a 256 by 12 gigabytes of RAM. So 256 of internal storage, 12 gigs of RAM, or 512 by 16 gigabytes of RAM as their high end. So that to me is like, woo, that is good. Good on them for doing that, okay? For the processor chip, it's running the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4. I know people are kind of pointing out that it should have had a Snapdragon 8 Elite, but here I think is where Nothing is kind of like trying to keep their price at $799 to start with. So okay, what we're getting with it, it's a 4nm processor, produced by TSMC. It's got the Adreno 825 for the GPU. It's got the Qualcomm Hexagon NPU. It's got the Qualcomm AI engine. We're talking about the Qualcomm Spectra 18-bit triple AI ISP. So that pretty much has to do with the processor chip. And for the camera, we got 450s. You heard me right, 450. So we got a 50 megapixel main wide angle camera shooter. This is at a f1.68 aperture with OIS and EIS autofocus. You got 2x in-sensor zoom, but then we get to the periscope telephoto lens, which is also 50 megapixel at a f2.68 aperture rating, and this one is 3x optical zoom, 6x in-sensor zoom, and then a 60x ultra zoom. So I'm expecting that this should be able to produce some pretty good close-up zoomed shots. Okay, then you got an ultra wide camera that's 50 megapixels, f2.2 aperture rating with 114-degree field of view. So that's a nice touch for ultra wide. Then you got a 50 megapixel selfie cam, f2.2 aperture, and that has an 81.2-degree field of view on the selfie cam. So not bad for it. Now, when you're looking at the camera specifications, you know, the True Lens Engine 4, Ultra XDR, Auto Tone, Portrait Optimizer, Motion Capture Mode, Night Mode, Macro Mode, Action Mode, and then for video recording, we get the Ultra XDR video recording at 60 and 30 frames per second, 1080p, Ultra XDR video recording at 60 and 30 frames per second, slow-mo at 1080p, 24 and 120 frames per second, and then time-lapse at 4K for 1080p. Not bad at all whatsoever. That's all I'm going to say about that when it comes to the camera. The display size is a 6.67 inch flexible AMOLED display. It's got Corning Gorilla Glass 7i, which a lot of people are saying is a pretty much like, you know, kind of like a dumbed down from Gorilla Glass Victus. I don't know why they didn't go with the Victus. That would have probably been a better fit for it. 1260 by 2800 at 460 pixel per inch. For the brightness, you have a 4500 nits peak brightness, outdoor brightness at 1600 nits, and then typical brightness 800 nits. So a nice bright display. I'll say that. For the battery, we got a silicon carbon battery at 5150 milliamp hour batteries. No pun intended there. I know 5150. It charges at 65 watts fast charging, 15 watts wireless charging, 5-watt reverse wireless charging to, you know, wirelessly charge your other devices. So that is also pretty cool there as well. With the audios, it's got 2 high definition mics and a symmetric stereo speakers. Now, here is an important part, the network connectivity. So for 4G, it supports bands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 26, 28, 30, 34, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 48, 66, and 71. And for 5G bands, it supports NR bands 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 12, 20, 25, 28, 30, 38, 40, 41, 48, 66, 71, 77, 78. So I guess no millimeter wave here. But no, Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6.0. So we're getting some pretty nice stuff here, along with the fact that it'll be out of box running Nothing OS 3.5, and that's an Android 15 base you know, operating system, and software support 5 years of Android updates, 7 years of security patch updates. So that's pretty nice, and I wish they would take this and you know, basically adopt it to the Nothing Phone 1. I would love for them to just, you know what, this is their first phone, like keep continuing support for it, you know, honestly. But you know, at the same time too, it is what it is with them, right? They've got to make money to continue to be a thriving business and to be able to produce products for us to be able to use. The thing about the Glyph Matrix, that's one of the things that people are kind of upset about, and I kind of understand. Some people actually like this. To me, it's fine. The Glyph Matrix display is fine. It's got its functionalities. Of course, you know, it's got its modes that, you know, aren't that important. Like, for instance, playing paper, rock, scissors against your own phone. Yeah, of course, people are not looking to do that, but it is something that the phone can do. And if you're like, you know, if you're bored as hell at the doctor's office and it's very quiet and everything like that, and you just need something to do, you know, you don't have a fidget spinner in your pocket, then you can play paper, rock, scissors against your own phone, and it's not going to be disturbing anybody. The other cool thing about the Matrix display is the fact that even though it's not a full color display, if you are going to take a selfie using the main camera sensor, it will help you frame your shot. So there are some good points to the Matrix display, and versus, you know, just like the gimmicky stuff that they add in there, like the magic 8-ball, spin the bottle, and all that other stuff that we've seen them demo. So, you know, it's cool. I would miss the Glyph lights, but then again, when a company is trying to evolve and change, staying in one particular thing all the time doesn't really help grab new people, right? So yes, for those who are diehard Glyph lights lovers, you guys may be pissed off that the Nothing Phone 3 doesn't have that, but at the end of the day, at the absolute end of the day, you know, it'll be fine. It may come back in Phone 4. Phone 4 might have the glyphs and, you know, the Glyph Matrix display, or they may just put a glyph matrix display bigger on the back. We've seen phones with e-ink paper displays on the back. We've seen them with full color displays on the back of the phone as well as the front of the phone. You know what? Like, technology can, you know, the engineers behind it and the innovation that they draw up, you know, it's endless. It never ends. And so, you know, while we may not like a certain thing now, which is always a subjective thing, right? Hey, some won't like this, that's fine. Some do like it, that's cool. You know, it remains to be seen. Until we have the phone in hand, until it's in our hands, we can't determine how good of a phone this is until it's been used. And not by one person, not by 2, 3, or 4 people. We got to get an overall, you know, consensus on this, okay? So, I'm excited. Glad that, you know, the announcement happened. Glad to see that, you know, it's coming down the road. Will I get my hands on one? Probably not anytime soon. You know, I don't burn $700 to $800 on a phone just for the hell of it for a review. If Nothing would like to send me one, I would gladly accept, but they would have to allow me to give my own opinions on it and not try to sway me into saying certain things. I don't like doing those. I've never done them, never will do them. And so if I never get a review unit, hey, totally cool. I'm not dying over it. But I will say this though, from all the things that I'm seeing here right now, said by the website itself, and seeing what it can do, I'm optimistic on what Nothing's going to be able to do, not only now, but in the future. And so that's just my quick, reaction to all the specifications and the look of the phone and what I think about it. And so the question I will ask you guys now is with all the specs mentioned, do you guys classify this as a flagship phone to go up against the Galaxy S25 and the future S26, you know, the Pixel 10, the Pixel 9, and the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 17? Do you guys consider this to be a flagship? Drop your comments in the comment section of the video. Smash the like button if you guys enjoyed the video today, and I will see you guys in the next one.